My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics dry it in the prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget it, we on mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen.
It's week 7 of the NFL. And up next, we'll see Trey Benson. He comes into this one second in the league in rushing with an eye on becoming #1. It's the Vikings and the Lions, just ahead on EA Sports.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye.
And usually you hope your bye comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get fresh legs back, you take that time and you run with it.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they've come out on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fighting his way through contact. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by a man who played his college ball in Berkeley, the former Cal Bear, their rookie quarterback.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go, but if he can keep going at the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry.
Still first down.
The officials did as well.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now a give right side. It's Benson. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll keep it on the ground. Benson. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. You talk about this Lions defense. And they're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Fielded at the 33. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Lions will take over. And out come the Lions for their first drive behind their 9th-year quarterback in year number 4 with Detroit. It's Jared Goff.
It's hardly an exaggeration to say that Goff has revitalized his career these last couple of years, and he's rewarded for it during the offseason, as Detroit has certainly made sure everyone knows he's their quarterback for the future. It's clear that they believe in him, and he's done nothing to sway them from that belief.
Goff in this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. St. Brown in motion right. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back to back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Goff now looking to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Goff now to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Goff now looks to throw. This is caught by Williams. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
They'll run with Gibbs. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Gibbs. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Vikings offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's putting together a very strong first half of the season. Currently the NFL's leader in touchdown passes. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. You talk about this Lions defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Benson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Vikings at a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. On the carry, this is Myles Gaskin. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. Now this defense for the Lions, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 2nd down. Delay of game, offense.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now Goff. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
A little juke. Still going. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 14-0. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, some strong running. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Vikings offense and running back Trey Benson headed back onto the field. And he continues to be a nuisance for opposing defenses that are tasked with trying to slow him down. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Benson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is McCarthy. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On play action, now McCarthy. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he commits on the field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have the kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit Lions getting set for another series here. He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. We're seeing both of those come into play here. Off to an incredible start, got their feature guy going, and now everyone else should have opportunities.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings him to third down. Back to throw. Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
A gain of 7. First down, Detroit.
Goff. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Lions.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Second down and 8.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Lions are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's Goff. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And this is turning out to be something to monitor as this game goes along. That's now 3 touchdown catches for him here in this first half alone. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And it's 21-3. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And out now come the Vikings. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Here's McCarthy. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Up the middle, Gaskin. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, it's Benson. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down. They only needed 1, but it ends up being a gain of 6 and moves the chains. Now McCarthy. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Looking to throw McCarthy. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Touchdown, Vikings! A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And it makes the score 21-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And just shutting him off there. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Veteran Jared Goff back out with his Lions offense. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route too.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw is Goff. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Goff. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. To the air again. Goff. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown Lions. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive, 4 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. A look at the running back. The man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing again, McCarthy. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That is bombs away right there. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Raymond on the return. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And you can see, currently, they trail in that ball game. Ken Walker, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And their game's gone to the half, all tied at 6 apiece. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come. Final adjustments being made in the locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half from Minneapolis. And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Lions offense and Jahmyr Gibbs headed back onto the field. And we give you a look there at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns. You can see he's second best amongst NFL running backs at this point in the season. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, they had gone run the previous play. Nice little setup. This time they go play action. Defense bites a bit, and they hit for a big play in the end zone.
So they sold it really well, didn't they? Because of just what you described. They ran it the previous play, come back with the same action, and now they step back and throw it and get a big play for a touchdown. But what happens as a defensive back is your eyes have to go to the right place. You always hear Coach talk about, are your eyes in the right spot? Well, this time the eyes went to the play action. It froze their feet. They weren't moving, and he went on past them and caught the pass for a touchdown.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Here's Gaskin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. On first down, it's Benson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They're going to play action. Here's McCarthy. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. Up the middle they go. Benson. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. Ball at the 23, second and 8.
It's second and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Benson. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Now third and 5.
McCarthy off the play fake. That is caught. Touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Vikings get a bit closer. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He had a man open, but he missed it, and it's incomplete.
Well, certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Vikings ready to go again on offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Afitu Melifonwu up to make the tackle there. From the 29, here's 2nd down and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Benson, he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And quickly, they get to the line. To the air with McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. On play action, McCarthy. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connect.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the decision to throw out that challenge flag, a good one, is they'll get credited with a completion. They'll try and throw for it. Sliding out of the pocket. And he is in for the 2 points. And they're back within a score as the lead's cut to 8. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the two-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their two-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. We get a look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, take him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And the tight end goes in motion left. Now Goff. And his throw here is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Goff now looks to throw. That went out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And now out comes Minnesota. And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Third down from the gun, McCarthy. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Runs over him. Nothing can stop him. Oh, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game. Right back to him on first down. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
2nd and 7. On play action. Now McCarthy. He gets it to Thomas. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Chandler will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. So part one of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
So now here are the Vikings faced with a big two-point conversion attempt.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point.
Throwing is McCarthy. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the timeout, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit Lions getting set for another series here. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll be stopped at the 46, gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Back to throw, Goff. Man open, it's St. Brown, he's got it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll send a tight end in motion right. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. They'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 32 yards. And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5. And now it's blocked. Well, the Vikings have got it, but he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now, much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was stopped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
they can get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
They'll begin things here with Gaskin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, back to Gaskin. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. From the 43, here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake. McCarthy. That's caught left side with tight end Pitts. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 40. Gaskin will try it up the middle. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Benson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Now McCarthy. Short throw caught by Pitts. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go. It's Gaskin. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Lions will take over. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense court.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So the challenge there unsuccessful, and that means that he'll be out of challenges for the remainder of this ball game. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Well, I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Gaskin. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and less than a yard.
Up the middle they go. It's Benson, and he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. They'll run here with Gaskin. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And here he'll get it down to 7.
I haven't seen a vote for most popular player on the team. This guy's got to get a lot of votes. He does not care, does he? Totally unselfish, physical runner, doesn't worry about yardage, just keeps moving the chains, being a team player.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Here now, 2nd and goal. Gaskin trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he is in as they have tied it right here in the final minute of the 4th quarter.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates. I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown and the ever-critical extra point. So it is a 1-point lead here in the final minute of action. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here's Goff and the Lions. Down by 1. A little over 30 seconds remaining. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on 1st down. Goff now to throw. Connects with Peoples-Jones. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first and save a timeout.
First down.
Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Goff and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for 2.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinator's probably scratching. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by a Feev Melifonwu. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Detroit, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Passport stamp, let's do the money dance. Back in, call your friend, now we in France. International man, tats on my hand. Take a trip with a pilot, I tell you when we land. You know I'm down with the whales, I be by the sand. Sun, yeah, it's blowing in the wind. What you doing? We kung fu and I beat it up. They never heard me on the beat when it's speeded up. 100 racks on the plate, she gon' eat it up. Yeah, I'm all in, like all night. Throw the racks up, make it fall right. And if you take a shot, make sure you hold the ball right. 1-800, yeah, bad, my type, yeah, it's my type. I love the way that she put it